everyone, hi dear souls, and welcome to this pick-a card reading. This is Celeste, and through this reading we will explore a few aspects that need self-care. We will explore what aspects of self need self-care and how can we heal this aspect. If you are new in pick-a card readings, I will explain very easily how it works. It is a general reading with a personal touch because you will get to choose between these 4 piles. After you choose a pile, you can go to the description box and you will find the timestamps to jump directly to your reading. This is a general reading, so I advise you to pick and choose the things that resonate with you and let go of the others. Please do not take things literally. Let them sit with you and let the actual guiding message arise from yourself, from within, from your guides and soul. Remember, you always have free will and you decide. You are the one who will decide what to do, not the reading and not someone else. The structure of the reading is as follows. We have the 4 main tarot cards, and I will pull the cards directly on camera for each pile. The first one represents the aspect in need of strong attention and self-care. This is an aspect that needs help from us. It is an aspect of self, and it will need self-care and love because it is in a state of shadow or a state in which it doesn't function properly. Now the second one represents the aspect that is not in need of so much self-care and that is able to help this first aspect and provide self-care. Then this one represents resources that will help us to care for ourselves, to love ourselves, or skills that we need to employ and develop. And this is the main challenge in this situation in our self-care. It is like a block or like a really deep challenge inside of us with which we may fight in order to take care of ourselves and love ourselves and be okay with who we are. Here we have the first step to take in healing this first aspect, but also in resolving the challenge. Then we have 3 practical steps here. What to do in order to start this healing. Then we have here what we will obtain by doing this healing, and we will have 2 oracle cards here. And then we will have the last message, which will be an affirmation. In order to choose your pile, take a breath, take a moment, come back to yourself and feel which one of these is the most appealing to you, is most attractive, calls to you the most, and just go with the feeling. For the first pile, we have a moonstone crystal. For the second pile, we have a bubblegum rhodonite crystal. Then we have, for the third pile, a turquoise. And then we have, for the last pile, the number 4, a lepidolite, beautiful shiny stone. Be kind with yourself. If you cannot find the pile which most resonate with yourself from the first time, you can choose another pile. You can choose 2 piles. You can look at all of the piles if you like to. If you cannot find a pile which will resonate with you, then you may not have an actual message in this reading. Hi dear ones, if you chose pile 1 and this beautiful moonstone, then this is your reading. Before starting, let's see what visions I receive about this pile. So what I see is someone, me, throwing rocks, but not in a lake. The lake is further away and the stones that I throw do not reach the lake. They stop into the earth, into the dirt, right in front of the lake, of the water. And I feel like I am beat up, like I have no purpose in life, or that I am really deeply concerned with something and I cannot find a solution. And I am dressed like a hunter or like a person who has this desire to go wander the woods and hunt animals or find animals. And I'm finding it hard to throw the stones into the lake. It's like I do not want to disturb the waters. I do not want to see the waters being disturbed because I will be disturbed. I will be really reactive, maybe even a bit aggressive because the waters are disturbed. I prefer calm waters that are not disturbed, not even by me. What I understand from here at the beginning is that I'm concerned with emotional stability, that I am concerned that whatever I do, I might disturb someone or something and I cannot cope with their response or the response of the entire world to my own feelings. And I feel unsatisfied because I cannot reach the water. Because I actually want to reach the water. I would like to feel the water and I would like to influence something in my favor. But I am so concerned about disturbing the peace that I am keeping myself in this state, that I am keeping myself away from the interaction with other people and in somewhat a lonely state. And I would like to contain my aggressivity, my aggression, because I feel that I might burst in the vicinity of other people and I may do something that I will regret. This is why I really do not want to disturb the peace of the other people, and I can barely handle my own emotional state. But I can contain by doing all sorts of things like hunting, for example. This is very interesting. Let's see and pull the cards. This time I will pull the cards on camera and we will choose for the first aspect. What aspect is in need of strong attention and self-care for pile 1? What aspect is in need of strong attention and self-care for pile 1? Then the second one. What aspect is not in need and is actually ready to offer help to the other aspects, and is also ready to offer self-care and to offer love. Now, what resources and skills do we have available? Do pile 1 have available for love and care and tenderness? What they can use to heal and love themselves. And the last one is, what is the main challenge for pile 1 when it comes to self-care and self-love? So what is this main challenge? Doesn't want to come out. What is this main challenge? The aspect in need of help is the Page of Wands. And we see here the man that I saw in the forest, because I saw myself as a man, as a hunter in the forest. Let's see the aspect not in need of help. We have the Ace of Wands. Then the resources to use. And we have 20, and this is actually judgment. Here it is called discretion. And the last card, the main challenge, we have the Seven of Swords. Let's put the main challenge here. These are the resources, and this is the actual aspect that can offer self-care. This is interesting because we have the Page of Wands as the aspect in need of self-care and love, and the Ace of Wands as the aspect that can offer that self-care to this one. So let's see what is this aspect. I wish to wander and search and discover, but I have no will. I have no spark, no intention. I am not sure where to go and what to look. I feel exhausted at times to not disturb, because I wish to keep the peace, but for me the peace means no energy. For me the peace means that I have to restrain myself, that I don't have to enjoy life, that I have to hide from other people my joy, my sorrow, and all that I am, just to keep the peace. And this is actually exhausting, because I am trying to find a way to learn from other people and learn what is the purpose of life, or what can I do to enjoy being here? What can I do to explore? And I'm finding a lot of limits in this world. I'm finding that I cannot go on further, that I need to root myself so hard. And I have been doing this. I have been listening to people that say that safety is better, that I need to really rely on safety, and that I need to really be with my eyes open in a suspicion mode, looking everywhere around me if an animal or something aggressive is coming, and that I need to even keep my joy, because it may become too aggressive to other people. I don't get it sometimes. How can I live? How can I go forward? I feel completely suffocated, stifled, with no play, no desire for life, no expression. I am really sad, and it's not me. It's not me. I really wish to explore, and I find really no way to do this without disturbing other people, without having to just muddle the waters in some moments, without having to let go of safety and the roots I have created and just start walking faster. I am missing this state of being rapid and fast. I'm finding myself too rooted and I can't even move at times. I am annoyed and unnerved so many times, and I am burning myself from inside out. I feel that my energy has become aggressive, and I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. So what I see here and what we could hear before is like an inner child trouble. A child that can no longer express, a child that can no longer play, that it can no longer find desire, love in life, in just being there. It looks for a purpose always from the other people, and it has this purpose, which is an unconscious purpose, and is to keep the peace at all costs. But these costs are really high. These costs are harming this aspect of you. This aspect of you is an aspect of your inner child who desires to explore, to play more, to enjoy life, to have adventures, to go in and visit new places, to move, to jump, to play, to sing, and to express in a loud way. Maybe you know children who express their amazing energy in a loud way. Now this is the case with this aspect. It desires to be loud, to be heard, to be seen. It desires to play, to engage, to explore, and to take risks. But it has become stifled, extremely rooted in this thinking that he has to preserve the peace and that even his joy, his expressivity can be aggressive. So we see here an aspect of you which is tormented by disturbing others or by just going and making a show or expressing themselves in an easier way. This aspect is here because it has been constricted and it needs self-care, it needs love, it needs attention. And when it doesn't get attention, it may get aggressive, like we saw in the vision, that aggressivity which the man wanted to keep inside him. I feel a rush as I speak. I feel such desire to express and enjoy life at a really high speed. But this speed is not permitted here. Now, this page of wands is not on a rocket or a fire starter. It can accept risks, but it can also be grounded. So actually, this is an exaggerated view of the aspect. It actually cannot cause so much trouble as it thinks it can, because he also has prudence and caution. Yes, he wants to explore, but in a safe way, in a way that it is protected, in a safe space or sacred garden, for example. And in this way, like the state it is right now, it cannot do actually much of anything, not even to enjoy sitting in the place that it lives. It cannot enjoy life. It has lost this lust for life and desire to explore and desire to express to be quiet, because it has been required, it has been imposed upon this aspect to be quiet and to be serious and to not disturb anybody and to keep the peace at all costs. And this aspect is here for you to engage with it. Now, at first, this may be like a raging fire inside of you, because it has been constricted and energy has been gathering up in there, has been gathering up, and it can be like a bomb. So it needs attention, but not in a fast way. It needs attention in a patient way. Just a little bit can go a long way. So a little bit of attention, tiny steps. You don't have to disturb everyone at the same time. For example, just take it slowly and learn how to express in a more joyful way, for example, and to accept your joy, to accept that you can receive love and that you can have a purpose and an adventure, and to start slow and easy. Now, this aspect here doesn't need so much care, and this is the Ace of Wands. So you are connected to the divine, you are connected, and you can receive direct inspiration and energy. So much energy that you don't know what to do about. So much inspiration that you need to put this energy into something. So your connection with the divine energy is there, is available for you. You do not need to change it in some way. You do not need to upgrade it. Now, sometimes this aspect may actually judge this aspect as being in a certain way, like constricted. And this aspect might want to fix this other one. But the problem is not here. It is with this aspect. It is actually asking for help in this mode, in this way, because this is probably a way which was embedded in like a program. This is what this aspect saw in order to behave, and because it didn't have other examples, good examples, it used judgment. We are, most of the times, a lot of us use judgment in order to talk to ourselves or to convey messages, because we do not know another way of speaking to ourselves. So this connection with divinity is there, is active, it doesn't need fixing. It needs to be used to heal this aspect. Slowly, opening up slowly to new inspiration, you can actually call inspiration and say, I would like to have something to do in a joyful way right now that is simple and available for me. I would like to be guided to accept life in a joyful way and to express my joy and my enthusiasm in a simple way. You can ask this from your divine self, and you will be guided. You will be guided towards those actions in order to ignite this aspect and heal this aspect of self. Again, this aspect of self is also tired because it doesn't have energy. So I am also seeing here that you can start, for example, an exercise routine to just start to feel your energy, to start to open up your body, to release the tension, the constriction, and help move the energy from those tense places in your body. I'm pointing here because this may be an area of work for you. So the left side of the abdomen, or the spleen, or the left side here of the chest area. This may be an area with pain or with needed work for some of you. Now this aspect will start to bring a lot of inspiration, energy, desire to experience life in another way, to go and take risks and to have adventures and so on, and start something new, and just do all sorts of things to actually experience life in an adventurous way. But it will be shut off by this aspect. So until you start working with this aspect of self, you will not be able to use properly the inspiration, the creativity, the energy that you have coming towards you from your divine self. So work here at the aspects I have spoken about. There are also patterns of thinking that I mentioned. Start working on this and also on your body to move that energy, to start understanding how to move the energy through your body and start releasing little by little by little that immense energy inside of you, which is there but it's not used. This aspect, by being in the way that it is, may have also hindered you to start new projects, to start implementing your dreams, to start working for something that you actually desire to manifest or bring forth. It could have stopped you from enjoying what you have in your life right now. In terms of resources or people, may have stopped you to speak to other people and to tell them to share what is important for you and to share your ideas. May have stopped you from accepting that others may be conflictual about you or about your actions. May have stopped you to see life in all of its beauty and diversity, and to just see life really like being stuck in these roots, just sitting in place, trying to become more stable, but actually wanting to move and to express your energy. You may have felt like being old, or like being outdated, or just kept to the side because you couldn't find a way to approach people or to stay within other groups of people for too long, or to express naturally your inventive nature. You may have stopped your ideas from becoming reality. You may have stopped from investing in your own nature and in your gifts. You may have stopped believing your inspiration and divine intervention and grace. You may have stopped even enjoying little things. You may have been waiting here in this aspect for a long time. Let's see the resources that you have and the main challenge. So the resources that you have, these are both about discretion, but here discretion we have already talked about here in the hurt aspect, in the aspect in need of care. And you do not actually need more discretion. You need to rise up and let go of being so discreet because you are hiding from yourself and from other people. The challenge here is being hidden, is staying in the shadows, is working outside the radar, is escaping life. The challenge here is returning into life, is being visible, is rising and expressing in front of others, expressing your truth, expressing your knowledge, even if others do not accept it, expressing your inventivity, even if you think it's not. The challenge here is also about knowing yourself, knowing your limits, knowing who you are. Because by being stuck here, you couldn't explore life and you also couldn't explore yourself because you didn't have this drive, or it was just small and shriveled. You didn't have so much passion in order to go look into the deeper places of self, into the shadows, into the dark places, into the occult, into the hidden. So the hidden for you is a challenge. In order to go there, you need the Page of Wands aspect, because this aspect is the one which will help you explore in a safe way, and it will help you not fear the darkness or the shadows. It will help you go easy in your own rhythm, but having that passion for life and exploration. So the challenge for you is also to see, to have a vision, to look into the hidden places, to radiate this passion into the hidden places, and to see the deception, the illusions, to see everything that is there hidden, and to fill it up with light, to fill it up with light. And the thing is, you have the light to go there in the hidden places, but you didn't have the means to use it. The Page of Wands is the aspect that you need in order to go into the hidden places and find out all of the information about yourself, about life, find out how things work, find out and research for adventure, and research for everything that you would like to find in those hidden places. You were escaping. This was also an escape here, by this aspect being so rooted in the earth element, being so stable that it couldn't move. This was actually an escape route for you, not to go into the hidden places thinking you cannot go there, but you can right now if you take care of this aspect, and it will get easier for you. It will get easier, and you do not have to plunge into the hidden places all at once. Just take it slower. Take it slowly. Step by step. You don't need to take it all in from the first time. This adventure doesn't have to be an adventure where you take all of the risks. You can take some risks, and then other risks you can leave behind you. So you don't have to take the wildest risks. Just take the risks that you can handle for the first steps, and then you will be able to handle more risk. But from the first time, after you will engage in attention with this aspect of yours, start slowly and build up with patience, because this research, it will be a challenge to know so many things, because the information will come easy towards you. And the resources that you have are divine resources and divine guidance and a divine calling. You are being called to do this right now, to get out of this constricted energy and to find a way to spread your wings and look at the bigger picture. You don't have to have so much safety. Sometimes safety becomes like a boulder that keeps you down and you cannot fly anymore. It becomes like a prison. It becomes like something you cannot move, but you need to move. You would like to fly. So these resources that you have are talking about a divine calling inside of you to resurrect yourself from this state, because this state has a lack of lust for life and joy. And this state keeps you there. So this bird cannot fly here. It is rooted completely. It is rooted completely. But here it is flying. So that you have resources to let go of so much safety and all of the things this aspect was constricted with. You have the power to fly. You have the power to rise up. And this is a divine power. It's like someone from the heavens is reaching out to you with a hand. And all you need to do is say, okay, I will accept the risks to take your hand and rise up and let go of my roots and let go of this safety. I will accept the risk to see things in a new perspective, to go higher, to reach higher. I will take the risk to actually feel guided by something inside of me which is silent, by the divine self which is there but I cannot see. I must trust. This is what I feel here, that you have a resource of trust that you are not using right here. And this is why you feel that you need to be constricted and escape. This resource of trust will thrust you into new horizons, will help you fly. And you do not need, of course, to show yourself to everyone up front from the first time. Just go into the market or into the square and yell from on top of a rock or something. You don't have to do something so flashy. So think about just small things that you can do. And in order to heal this, you need to reach to the higher realms, to your spirit guides, to a guide, to a mentor, to someone from the divine realm, or someone in contact with the divine realm. So you may be guided, and this requires trust. And by guidance, I mean, first of all, empowerment. So you can be empowered to accept a few risks. So you can be empowered to trust yourself. You do not need to trust the guide. But by trusting yourself to reach to this guidance, then you will receive what you need. Let's see the first step for you and we have fog and veiled. So right here in this aspect, you are veiled because everything is a bit in confusion here. You cannot see because of so much constriction. And if you remember the vision I saw in the beginning, that person was also veiled because he couldn't see a way forward. He couldn't see what to do in order to get out of that particular situation. He couldn't see the solution. Everything was veiled to him, and he was being actually unnerved and angry about this. And that was the energy that couldn't come out, that couldn't be used, that was kept in that prison inside. But this is the first step. So the first step here is to actually acknowledge that this is a veil, that this is not something that is eternal, that can be lifted. And it is okay to be in confusion for a little while. So the first thing that the person in the vision needs to do here is to accept that he didn't knew the way forward. To accept, okay, I am here in this state and I do not know what to do. I am not aware about how to move forward from this, but I am aware that I am being constricted, that I feel that I cannot express. I am aware about all of these. So not everything is veiled. There are some things that you know. And because this is the first step for you is to recognize what you know about this aspect and this part of you that needs care and what you do not know. And let this be as it is for a while. And put this intention here because you have this ability to ask and put intentions and you will be answered. So this first step also invites you to put an intention to unveil and know more about how to heal this aspect of yours. Let's see 3 practical steps to start and heal this aspect. And we have here build strength, family bonds, and hydrate. So we see here some body work, some needed body work. So you may start acknowledging how to heal this aspect. And I have spoken about creating an exercise routine. So you can start doing that, but building strength is not only about physical strength. Building strength can also help you build a stable mind and take risks and help yourself be ready for adventures and exploration and move energy throughout your body. So building strength is something that you can start doing, and you do not have to do complicated things, but just start moving your body and feel where there is tension, where your body needs to build strength, maybe in your arms, maybe in your legs. Feel the places in which you are weak. Feel the places that need help, care and work, and start kindly and tenderly work on them with love. This doesn't need to be forceful, or it doesn't need to imply a lot of energy. Again, take it slow. Family. We see that family can also help you and sustain the healing of this aspect of yours. If you have members in your family which can support this adventurous side of yours, this side of yours that desires new things, that may reach for the divine, that may help instigate and express in innovative ways. If you have members in your family that can actually sustain this side of yours, then pay them a visit and strengthen the relationship with them. Family doesn't need to be blood family. So we can also have friends here, very close friends, lovers, and so on, because they are also our family. So look to people that can actually extend love to you and support your creative side and support your new projects and empower you and encourage you and be there with a helping hand, just in a positive way. Go towards the positive people and be around them. Hydrate. So we see here that you need to create a better communication with water in your body and also outside of your body, to understand the needs of your physical body and also to understand how to express feelings in a calm and peaceful way, and to express that energy inside in a joyful way. By using water, you can also connect with the joy and love inside of you. For example, you can take this as an exercise and make a routine in your everyday life to drink a glass of water, but before you drink it, you put love inside of the water. When you drink it, before you drink it, think of a loving situation and emanate love inside the water. Bless the water with your love and intention of love and care, and ask from the water to take care of your body, to offer love and care, and to support your endeavors and your power, your inner power. And with this exercise, you can also connect with your inner power and strength in another way. This aspect here also feels that he doesn't have the power to change life or to change some aspects of life. But you actually have the resources to do that. You need to learn some more in how to change, but this stuckness here does not permit you to learn deeply and to apply the learning, to really take action and to apply the learning. So here you have this aspect that can take action, direct action and intention, but this is hindered by this aspect, who doesn't wish to learn and expand because of a number of issues. So this aspect can be used more, but for now, in the past, it has been used to take actions that have been not necessarily harmful, but useless action that didn't amount to the results that you were expecting, and this has reinforced this aspect in asking for more safety and more compliance and so on. So you can change a lot of things in your life, and you have the resources and this desire to do it, but you need to put also this aspect, this inner child aspect, into play and to accept it fully and heal it in order for it to work for you. Let's see the last card, which is the outcome, what you will obtain by healing this aspect. And we have emergence and letting go. So by healing this aspect, you will be letting go of this escape mechanism and the patterns of thinking and the lack of joy, and you will surrender to life and have more trust. And you will also transform into something else. And this transformation is a radical one that will bring you from one level of expression to a totally new level of expression. And this can be fast and really sometimes shocking for the other people. This is why you need to take it slow for you, not necessarily for other people, because this transformation is for you mainly, and you deserve it. You deserve to create, to have energy, to have beauty, to have lust for life, to put your intentions and to see results. You deserve all of this. I'm really feeling this resistance in my belly. Yes, in the womb actually. It's like a resistance to create life in the way that you think you can. A resistance to free will, a resistance to actually endure the challenges of life and solve them, to endure and to resolve. And there is a resistance to get out in the world with your expression, to express towards family your real self, to express towards the world. This is why we also have veiled as the first step, for you to understand what part of you you keep hidden and what part of you you wish to express. You do not need to show everything, but there is this part of you which needs to be seen, acknowledged, and used for you to be happy and joyful in life. The last message for you, peace. So we have this here with a lot of masks, and there is no one on the stage because here you are hidden and veiled. This aspect of yours couldn't express. And let's see here. Just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. Make your life a drama-free zone. Just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. So this aspect of yours was taking peace in a dramatic form because he wanted to have peace at all costs. But this was in a dramatic way, like a martyr kind of way. I will sacrifice myself, my creativity, my joy, in order to have peace. But in this case, peace doesn't have any value. In this case, peace is not peace. It's just a mask. It's just a shadow, like here, a shadow of intense sadness. These are all of the messages for you, pile 1. If you've enjoyed this reading, then don't hesitate to comment and let me know about your experience. And if you claim this pile, I also invite you to subscribe and click the notification bell so you get notified as soon as I post something new. I also invite you on my Telegram channel where you can be notified about everything I post, including articles on my website. I hope I see you next time. Until then, bye! Hi dear one, and welcome. If you chose pile 2 and this beautiful rather cross-eyed, then this is your reading. Before I start, I will invoke some visions. Let's see what we get. I'm seeing a road. There's nobody on the road. It's a road of dirt, and it goes through some plains, and it is really long, and I can see a lot of it. I'm on a hill right now, and this road goes along the way until the mountain in the distance, and I cannot see the sun in front of me, but there is a light, so it's day, and there's nobody there, and it's such a silent place with nobody to see it. No emotions. I cannot feel a lot of emotions here. It's like a coldness, rigid, simple. There's no one there, and I cannot see anyone appearing on this road. What I can understand from here is that you're not connecting with your path. So you may see it, you may see that it's long, you may feel that the path is long to get to where you want to be, but you're not embarking on this path, and you're also not having any energy into it. It's like this is a dream. It's not something real. You don't see yourself on this path. I don't see anyone. It's empty. It's empty because you are not going on this path, which is your own path. And now I'm being shown flowers. A bouquet of flowers being thrown into my face. And it's like, come on, everything is beautiful and can be beautiful. Why don't you want to take the chance to find out where this road will take you? And this person with the flowers is very annoying, and it's really unnerving, like, come on, come on. But their encouragement is not so helpful. It's given like, you're no good for anything. You're never gonna take the path. I know it. Even if I give you the best resources, you're not gonna go. You're nobody. You're just too weak to go on this path and follow it. And it's really a hard judgment here. A judgment of being weak, of having no power to walk on your own path, even if you can see a lot of it. You don't know where it will take you in the end, but you see a lot of it. So some people do not see their path, but your path is there for you to walk upon, and you envision a big chunk of it. And yes, at first you may not see a lot of things happening in your material life, because in this vision there were not any trees, for example, only plains. Plains ready to be seeded by your intentions. So you will not see anything grow for a while. And I'm feeling that this is what keeps you here in this state, of course, with the really rude judgment aspect. Now let's see the cards for this reading. I'm going to choose the tarot cards on camera, and we have: what aspect is in need of strong attention and self-care for pile 2? What aspect is in need of strong attention and self-care for pile 2? What aspect is not in need of self-care and it is ready to offer self-care to the other aspects? What resources and skills to use for self-care for pile 2? What resources are available to use? What is the main challenge here concerning self-care? What is the main challenge? Oh, I'm gonna take the first one. So the aspect in need of strong self-care and attention is the Emperor aspect. Then we have the aspect not in need of care and attention, the Knight of Wands. Then we have the resources, the Ten of Swords. And then we have the main challenge, which is the Star. So beautiful. So let's see. The aspect in need for self-care is the Emperor, and the aspect which can offer self-care is the Knight of Wands. And here we have the mountain and the plains, and again here no trees. And this one knows the path, and it can see the path and the road, and it can drive you on that path with passion. It is the mover, the fire starter, the passion. You have the passion, you have the intelligence and the desire to take risks, to go on that path. You have all of this, but the Emperor is keeping you stuck. And it's telling you that you are immature, that you need to stay put, that you need to have more brains, that you need to think in another way, that you need to really take care of your home first and stop wandering around. Just be more, have more order in your life, because this aspect is not an aspect that desires so much order. It's somewhat chaotic at times. It doesn't want to listen or to obey or to go on the known roads. It wants to adventure so hard and passionately, fiery, just like here in this card, live life at the highest level of adventure and love and experience, and it somehow it may take unnecessary risks to do that. It may take so many things that the Emperor does not want to take as risks. The Emperor is telling this aspect to be more mindful, to have more respect, to have more responsibility about its actions and consequences. But this one is like, damn the consequences, damn the order and whatever. I want to experience life to the fullest. I want to engage with life so profoundly that I just lose myself in a way, but find myself in another way. I want to do things before I regret. This is the guy that will tell you that it will regret more the things that he will not do than the consequences of the actions he will do. So this guy here has all of the passion and desire to walk upon that path in my vision, but this guy here wouldn't let him. And what we need here is a collaboration between the two, because this Knight of Wands will not have the permission to go on that path because of the Emperor. The Emperor is the aspect inside of you who will say yes when it comes to doing something, when it comes to approving a way of life, approving a decision, approving something to be done. Because he is the ruler inside of you. He is that aspect which will command you. But it has become too constricted. This aspect has lost trust in life and also trust in decision making and taking risks, and it has lost the vision, the purpose. The Emperor needs a vision and a clear purpose in life in order for it to do whatever it takes to order stuff around and to give the orders for everything to be put into place and manifested. And the Emperor is the aspect that will get you to the finish line. The Knight of Wands will be the worker, so the actual aspect in you which will do the work to go on that path, to walk on that path, to seed the plains with your vision, with your desires. But this aspect here needs healing because he will not let go. This Knight of Wands to wander around and experience life. He wants to have more responsibility and also to stay put in maybe the country or the place you are in or the job you are in, not necessarily for safety, but more in order to keep order, to really have everything figured out, to have everything in the grasp of his hand, to have everything under control. Yes, so this Knight of Wands would like to get out of control, to go and do whatever he desires. But the Emperor likes to have everything under control, and when it gets into its shadow mode, he will be really mean and tyrannical, and it will not give any permission for adventure. And this is where your aspects need healing. The Emperor aspect, the one who rules you, the one who gives order and takes decisions inside of you, this also has to do with your mind, and this is an aspect in this case of your heart and desires, the hidden desires which are not satisfied. So you are ready to go on that path, but in order to go, you need to accept the responsibility to walk, to accept the consequences, and to actually appease the Emperor. Help him understand that it is okay for you. And What you need is actually a collaboration here. So the Knight of Wands needs to become more responsible for its consequences in order not to put you in danger, because this is why the Emperor is not letting him go onto that path that you are seeing. So what I'm feeling here is an issue of path, an issue of choosing what you love to do, like your career, or an issue of unveiling your gifts, the ones which will bring passion to your work and will help you have a really satisfying life and a really satisfying adventure of life. Because the Emperor knows how to make himself have resources in life. But this is not enough for you. You would like your life to have adventure and passion. And the Emperor needs to help you, because if he doesn't permit it, he will try to control you in every means possible, so you will not take the risk to go onto that path. What the Emperor wants here is to see some responsibility from the Knight of Wands, is to see that you accept fully even the risk of death or the higher risks, and that you prepare yourself better. It would like you to prepare yourself better. But again, if you fall into the shadow here, you will prepare yourself for the rest of your life and again do nothing. So here this aspect is in a state of control over you, and this is not healthy and helpful, and it needs care, because I feel that this aspect of yours has been left there to decide on its own. He hasn't been receiving help or given love and care and attention and support and sustenance. For example, hey, you know what, you're doing a really great job. Look, you have brought me a good place to work or a good home, or I am having a life that I can find comfortable. I am finishing the projects. I am doing all of the work that I need to be doing, and I am responsible, but it's okay. You can take a pause sometimes. You can go and have a laugh with someone else. We can go play with the other children. You don't have to stay there and look out for me, because this is a protective aspect of yours, which has to do with your mind. So it is a protective aspect of your mind, which is always there, but is right now in a state of too much control over your life. And it has become harmful because it is wounded. It hasn't been supported and sustained enough, and the other aspects have been lacking in helping him. For example, this Knight of Wands, he has always demanded from the Emperor permission, instead of actually showing that he is good to go, that he has the energy and the acknowledgement, the awareness of what is he doing. So here is an aspect which is like an old mentor inside of you, like your own personal teacher, which always teaches you this is the right thing to do, this is how you should behave, this is what it needs to be done in order to achieve. And this aspect has been pushing you to achieve all sorts of things. But he has been hindering you to feel joy and pleasure and abundance and joy about just being alive without achieving things. Inside of this aspect, there are multiple behavior patterns and thinking patterns about what order is, how you should behave, what you should do and in which circumstance, how you should talk, what you should work, all of these things which actually keep you alive. This is how the Emperor thinks this aspect inside of you. He thinks that if he would let go his control, you will go out of control and ruin your life. And this is an exaggeration. Yes, you may go a little nuts after this aspect lets go of its control, because you will feel so much freedom, newfound freedom to express, to enjoy life, to go have some adventures, to start and continue your project with passion. You will find passion, because here is like a bitterness to let go of all of these rigid things. In the vision, the person was not even thinking of walking on that path because it didn't have permission. And you remember the person which threw flowers into my head? Look here, flowers into this guy's head. And here as well. That person was actually very judgy and controlling, telling me that I am too weak to go on that path, that I will never go on that path, even if I have all of the resources. So it was actually mocking me and making me feel inadequate to go on that path, to be there on that path, to walk with my own power. These aspects are powerful aspects. They are part of your power and the expression of command in your life. Now, this aspect, the Knight of Wands, doesn't need self-care, but it does need some adjustment, because it needs to understand the needs of the Emperor. A collaboration here is required between these two aspects so they may function correctly. The Knight of Wands will pursue the objectives that the Emperor will approve. So until you get this approval inside of you to actually walk that path, the new path, then you will not go onto that path. This is why you are stopped and in that imagination that you are weak. But you are not weak. This Knight of Wands is not weak. He is extremely passionate, and it may be weak of order because he doesn't like it that much. Of course, he likes the rules, but he likes to play by his own rules and not by the traditional, let's say, very tested rules of the Emperor. So these two need to adjust to each other in order for you to be able to walk on that new path. And this is also about the way you speak to yourself, because this aspect has become so bitter inside of you that is breaking you down through judgment, making you stop your passions, stop pursuing the things that you love just because it needs to be and remain in control. This aspect doesn't know how to do this in another way, so it needs to be taught to think in another way, to be in another way. And this is your self-care work. This is the things that you need to do in order to heal this aspect and turn this aspect into your benefit, so it will work for you. Because with the incredible power of command of the Emperor and the Knight of Wands, you are unstoppable. You can go on that path. You will make a plan, because the Emperor will make a plan for you in order for you not to fail. And the Knight of Wands will follow it through, will do whatever it takes with so much passion and so much dedication to this vision, that he will make it happen if he has this aspect of the Emperor by its side. Let's see the other two aspects. So these are the resources, the Ten of Swords, and the challenge. So the challenge here is the Star. And we see the plains here in the back with the road and the mountains in the distance, no trees as well. Let's see. Little star, twinkle, twinkle, little star, tell me who you are. This is what it says. This character here is asking me, tell me who you are so I can give you your gifts. Tell me, unveil yourself so I can recognize you. Come on, open yourself to who you are, to the shiny stars inside of you, and follow it. Trust, trust, trust. Follow me. Follow your star into the night. Even if you do not know where it goes, even if you do not have any idea on how to walk. So your challenge is to let yourself be guided and to accept that you have gifts to research, to find, that you have light inside of you, that you can find your way, even if you are not supported, even if you are not helped, that you have this way, that path is inside of you. It doesn't need to be walked with somebody else. So here the challenge is to accept that you can walk this path alone. Yes, you will have guidance from your spiritual side and from your divine self, but you may not walk with other people onto this path. I see here that the Knight of Wands may have wanted to bring other people into its own path. Even if we guide others, we walk our own path. We do not walk the path of others, and others may walk beside us on their own path, but not on ours. So this is another aspect to consider here. The desires of the Knight of Wands to have other people on the path. But this is why we have a challenge of star here, of being a star, of showing yourself on this path, of being guided by your own light, of hearing your own guidance, the Emperor inside of you, and listening to it, and go, and go. Actually, the Knight of Wands aspect is listening to the Emperor, but since the Emperor has this bitterness and it needs healing and support, then he cannot do anything with the guidance. This is why you may feel that you do not have the right guidance, that the voices inside of you mostly judge you, mostly put you down, instead of actually guiding you. This is why I have, the Ten of Swords here. This is the resources and the skills that you need to have in order to walk this path. And the skills and the resources is this divine transformation of your mind, So you won't be victimizing yourself. It's your inner talk, your inner walk. The resources you need to use here is to rise yourself up from this place where you feel you have been judged, weak, that you have no power to rise and walk this path, just like the judgment we heard in the beginning. But you do have your own star, even if you can't see it. And this is another challenge here. You cannot see your own light, which is hope. You cannot see that inner light of hope that will guide you, the inner trust and confidence and faith. You do not have any faith in yourself, and this is why you need to work with your mind space. The main work here to do is to get yourself out of the negative talk that brings you down. And this negative talk comes from the bitterness of the Emperor aspect here. And in order to heal, you need to learn to speak to yourself from a kind, loving heart. And to know there is always a way forward, there is always another way, there is always a light even if you cannot see it, there are always new possibilities. And this is also telling me that you have the power to go through very difficult moments and very difficult situations in your life, and you will grow in strength and in mental power from those situations. And this is a resource for you to tap into, a resource that says that you can do it. There is another way and another step, just walk forward. And this is the voice of the star inside of you. And you are not listening to this voice. You are pushing it out of you in order to stay in this space of negative thinking and dramatization of life. So here for you, believe in your own star. This is how it starts here, by opening up to believing in your own star, your own self, your own gifts, and your own power, because this will lift you up from here and will help you see some distant light. You may get to really deep moments of sorrow through your life in order to not judge yourself and to grow your resilience to pain and to grow all of your power that will rise up from those situations. Because there is a challenge with difficult moments here. There is a challenge. You do not know how to pass through difficult moments. There is a lot of fear of something bad happening or notwithstanding the consequences. This is why the bitterness in the Emperor here, because he cannot accept any consequences that would be and that would endanger you or your life in any way. He cannot actually bear any risk. And this bitterness may come from situations in your life where you had no control, and the Emperor will try desperately to help you be in control again. But that false control will get you in a conundrum where you will feel helpless again and again and again. And this is the challenge here, to believe in the light, to believe there is a way forward, even if you cannot see anything, and to believe that you can go through even the most difficult moments in your life and get on the other side. Yes, you may not be in one piece, but you will get on the other side and you will strengthen yourself. And this passion of the Knight of Wands will help you a lot, because this passion is a part of this star energy. This passion needs to be left to live, because right now it may not even be alive inside of you because of so much torture by life, by things happening in your life. You have lost this faith that things can be better for you, that you will withstand, that you can start again, that you can heal, because this is also a pain of not healing. Like you do not see how you can heal rapidly enough. And this is why the control is there to keep you together, because you're afraid to fragment yourself, to lose yourself, to stay in pain for a lot of time without healing. So healing for you is maybe difficult, especially about these aspects of control and faith and order. And you may not actually understand how to use your Emperor aspect of order and discipline and planning and achievement, because the Emperor in its full force, it is an amazing force. It is your inner God aspect, which will make happen everything for you by just commanding. So right now you are not able to use this aspect in its full force, and this is making healing really difficult, because even to heal you need an approval, an inner approval that you can heal, that you have the ability to heal, even if it is a psychological element or aspect inside of you or a physical one. You're not giving yourself permission here to do much in your life. Heal, believe in yourself, go on your own path, express, be unique, be sovereign, and have responsibility, real responsibility in your life. Because right now the talk in your head is not about real responsibility. It's something here that is not correctly expressed. And the resources here, the skills that you need to have is mastery of your mind, is mastery of the way you speak, the way you talk inside of you, the way you take decisions, the way you understand the life working and the mind working and the logic working. You need a mental upgrade, and to go beyond the logic, to go beyond your mind and your current limits, to understand that there is more, that there are some aspects which actually deserve your love and care and appreciation and respect, that hope is not lost, that faith is not something to mock or something to devalue, that this power inside of you for new things and adventure can be used for your benefit, and that you no longer need to judge yourself as weak, because it takes a lot of power to withstand so much judgment. It takes so much power to withstand so much judgment and to deny faith and to deny the beautiful things in your life. Let's see your first step, and we have forest with breath. And here we see trees. Here we see trees. So we didn't see trees or vegetation in any of the cards, but now we can see trees and abundance and beauty. And the forest is something unknown, something that is there for you to explore, something that is natural and simple. And breathe. Breathe the new, breathe the fresh air, breathe the liberty and the expansion. Breathe. You can actually do some breathing exercises to help you move your energy and also accept life, accept your limits, and go beyond it and calm your mind. So the first step for you is to calm your mind and breathe. Use your breath to calm your mind and open up to life, to color, to new adventures, to inventivity, to follow through, to go on your path. Your path can be beautiful and will have results, even if you do not see them in the beginning. So breathe and take in your vision and trust in it and go into the forest. Have this risk. Yes, do your plans. Take the resources that you need. Heal your mind, heal your negative talk, and go on this path of inner adventure and outer expression. And you may change a lot of your life, like you may actually go into another country or into another city. You may travel the world, or you may change your workplace, your job, what you are doing. You may change a lot of things once you heal this aspect. Let's see some practical ways in which to start healing. And we have energy work and meditation, because this will help you calm your mind, bring everything in alignment, empower yourself. And you can use breathing here as well in order to move the energy throughout your body, because I also feel that your body has many rigid spots. For example, this shoulder is the left shoulder here for some of you, this part of the foot for some of you, the sacral area for another part of you. So this may be really tense and congested, and you need to be able to move the energy with your breath through your whole body and release these tensions and rigid spots. And in this way, you will make your mind work for you instead of keeping that judgment running in your head. By doing some energy work, some meditation, going to someone who is a healer or an energy worker might also help you. By doing this, you will start to work on your mind by using your body, by using meditation. And you will start to settle down your mind, to let go of the inner judgment and inner bitterness, to see that aspect in you which is really controlling, and to let it go, to give love to that aspect, to care, to have some attention, to say to this aspect, you do not need to work so hard. I will help you. You do not need to take all of the responsibility. I will help you, and so on. This is also an exercise in which you will learn more about being responsible, about being able to respond to your own needs, to your own desires, to your divine self. Oh look, and then we have massage. So again, some body work will be beneficial for you, massaging the tense places You can also make a really small routine, for example, in the night when you are at home or even before you sleep. You can massage a few of the places in which you feel tense. Do not undervalue the massage that you can do to yourself, because your body will respond immediately to you. And again, you will learn about response, about this responsibility, by how your body will immediately respond to your touch. And the health checkup. So this is also suggested here for you to really analyze and see which are the aspects of your body, like physical aspects, that need some work and some care. But not only, also the psychological aspects, like going, for example, to a psychologist or a trauma psychologist to help you with traumas, or a healer, or someone who works with resolving shadows, or helping with your inner talk. So go ahead, you are invited to do like a checkup, a health checkup of your whole self, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual self, and to start implicating yourself more into your own self-care and self-work, and really paying attention to your body and to your mind, how you think about yourself, how you judge yourself, how you talk to others. And I'm also feeling that you need to make a ritual of some kind, either a massage or some energy work, some meditation, so you can start changing your patterns and your behavior and your inner talk. Another idea would be to go and walk into a forest, to feel the life of a forest, to feel the breath of a forest, to go there and do some meditation and energy work, because you are invited to cross, to build a bridge from these plains here to the trees, to the forest, from the plains here where nothing is yet growing, to this abundance. And this is a huge transformation in the way that you see yourself, in the way that you think about yourself, in the way that you give yourself credit for your own work, in the way that you treat your body. Because here, both these aspects may have even forgotten about the physical vessel, and they may think the physical vessel is there to serve, and that's it. It should obey, and that's it. But here we see that you really need to pay attention to your physical vessel and think about your physical vessel like a really important part of your experience, not only a vehicle, but an experience all in itself. Let's see what you will obtain. And we have radiance, and sacred space. Sacred space is telling me about your body. Your body will become a sacred space. In a sacred space, you will be able to invent things, to create in a safe way, because it is a sacred space of expression and experience. So you will make this sacred space This means that the Emperor and the Knight of Wands will collaborate to create a safe way to experience life. And we have radiance. So you will start exuding radiance and health and love and light, because you will start accepting your light. You will start accepting that you have light, that you deserve care, that you deserve love, that you can use the pain to learn, but you do not have to stay all of your life there in the bitterness, that you can see forward even if there's nothing yet to see right now. And you will start to radiate from this space of inner trust, and this means that your whole life will change and will enlighten because of your radiance. And you will start to express easily and find your gifts and walk that path. And by walking your path, you will start to radiate like the sun, and other people will start to come and walk by you, because you will be such an inspiration and such support for other people who are looking for their own paths. And you will exude health in another way and beauty, because this bitterness will no longer be there, and you will have this command of your own mind and of your own body, and you will appreciate and love yourself in a new way. Let's see a last message for you, and we have this oracle card. It says beauty, and we have a message. Today you are a curator of beauty. You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that all is well in the world. This is the hope that I've been speaking about here, the hope that all can be well in the world, even if there are painful situations, even if there is sorrow and negativity and doubt and all of the other things. There is still beauty. Even despite all of the things that you do not agree with, there is still beauty to see, and there is still light, and there is no doubt about that. And this is another shadow, a shadow of doubt that you have here, and that it also needs healing, and it's part of your challenge, because you deny your light. This is also doubting yourself, not having enough trust to actually give yourself credit for your own light. These are all of the messages for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, go ahead and comment and let me know about your experience and if you claim this pile. I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't done this already, to click the notifications bell so you can get notified about everything I post here on this channel, and to click the like button. And you can also join the Telegram channel to be notified about all of the other things that I post, including articles on my website. I hope I see you next time. Until then, bye! Hi everyone and welcome. If you chose pile 3 and this turquoise, then this will be your reading. Now first let's receive some visions about this pile, about pile 3, connecting with the collective and the energy group of pile 3, and let's see what visions do we get. And what I see is apples falling from the sky actually, but we are in an apple orchard. But the apples are falling from the sky into this beautiful green grass. There is this amazingly beautiful green grass, and they stay there. And then I see some rabbits running around here, a lot of rabbits. And the apples start to rot after a while. Nobody comes here to get the apples, to enjoy them, to do anything with them. What I feel here is that there are resources which are not used, that there are gifts which are not used, divine gifts, that there is abundance which is not used again, is laying there, left to rot, and there is a lot of possibility to grow. There is a lot of possibility to employ these resources and to make them better, to increase them, but they are not used. And now I see the hands of someone, and there are raindrops falling from the fingers, and it's all black, so this is going into a void. These raindrops from these fingers are going into the void, and what I understand here is again wasted energy, wasted nourishment, because those raindrops are meant to nourish something, to grow. But here they are going into the void, so they are actually wasted on nothing. Nothing is coming as a result from this action. So there is a lot of energy here which is being thrown around, like trying to do something but not having the results, not seeing the results. There are results, but they are not acknowledged, and the results are not used, and the lessons are not learned properly in order to grow, and these resources just rot in there. Okay, let's go ahead and choose the cards. I'm going to choose these cards directly here. So, okay, this is the aspect in need of strong attention and self-care. And now the aspect which is not in need. And this aspect can actually offer self-care to the other aspects in need. Now, the resources and skills to use in order to heal or to take care of ourselves, to love ourselves. What resources do we have or skills that we need to develop? For pile 3. And now the main challenge for pile 3 in self-care, which is the main challenge here. The main challenge here. This called really lovely. Let's see the cards for. So the main aspect in need of care is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, and the aspect not in need of care is the Nine of Cups. Interesting. And then we have resources that we need, the King of Wands, or skills. And then we have the challenge, which is the Page of Cups. So I see the challenge is actually connected with the aspect which is not in need of self-care, which can actually offer self-care. But somehow this aspect is challenging. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I am tired to just do things for other people. I am tired to walk into my own house and not be able to find a place that I can call my own, like a chair that I can name with my own name, a corner where I can go and be alone and myself, some sort of place where I can put my own stuff. I always need to shift and move and adapt to all of the other people, with the other people not doing anything to adapt to me. I am kind of, I've had enough of all of this. I'm really tired and I want to find a place of my own, and I want someone to cherish me and really acknowledge that I am there, that I need space, that I need where to sit, that I need a place to put my own stuff, a place that I would love. Oh, and see, here we have apples. Oh, wow. And the apples on the garden. Really. The apples onto the grass. Okay. I love this little cat here. I cannot stop looking at this cat. It is scary, and I find that this cat is like a protective shadow of this person here. Like I want to put my shadow in front, like be mean to other people. Maybe they can see me if I am mean. Maybe I will matter more if I am violent or if I am really mean to other people. Maybe they will understand what I need if I just yell at them, because being good doesn't seem to work for me. I am not seeing any results. Really, I am not taking into consideration. I must do something in order for other people to acknowledge that I really am different than them, that they cannot just push me around out of my own house. I mean, I can't even find space in my own house. Maybe I should push them out. Be mean, you know? Maybe they will learn to appreciate me after they see that I'm gone, or after they see that this is actually my house. So we see here this person which is wasting the energy, wasting the apples, wasting the resources on other people who are not recognizing the help, the support, the understanding, the goodness. This person is really bitter. I mean, she doesn't have a mouth. Like, she cannot even speak for herself. In order for other people to take her into account, like, she is not heard. Everything is quiet. And she needs to be really mean, like a witch. Not that a witch is mean, but like in that mean way, to express in a scary way, in a scary modality, so the other people may just feel that she's there, that she is heard. And what I feel is also sadness at the level of the heart, because this person is really loving and caring and good. This person is like the mother of everyone. She would like for everyone to feel loved, for everyone to feel so much better, for everyone to be healed and nourished and taken care of. But nobody is actually realizing that she needs to be treated kindly, and her goodness needs to be acknowledged, and her space and all of the rest. But the thing is, it's not the other people that need to acknowledge this, it is her. She thinks that everyone else deserves that care, that love, but not herself. Not herself. It's like, I deserve the love of others because I love and nourish and take care of them, like a payment. Here is like a payment, like I am giving you this care and love, you need to give it back. But here, this person is not open to receive. Is not open to receive care or love. It sometimes just pushes it away, just to feel somehow in control, that she is the giver. She is the giver, I am the giver, I do not need to receive. This is the shadow here. And the Nine of Cups tells me that this aspect is the giving aspect. Like she has plenty of love and care. She feels she is a source of love and care, and she is divinely guided and loved. And she feels like she has whatever she needs, and she can give because she has so much more than other people have. But this aspect actually needs to receive from the divine. And right here in the state that she's no longer receiving. She's wasting the energy and the nourishment because she thinks she is the giver only. And this is like mission. I feel that this is like a mission for this aspect of yours. To give and never stop giving and never stop loving and nourishing and so much more. But in all of this, she forgets about herself. Well, she doesn't actually forget, she just ignores herself. And ignores the apples, ignores the nourishment that it needs. It ignores her needs, her essential needs. It's like this person is rooted in the spiritual realm so much that she may think her body and her physical needs are not as important and can be sacrificed in order for others to have whatever they want, really whatever they want. But there is a moment when this aspect becomes so strangled. It becomes unable to give, and then it is stuck in a sort of a depression state because it has ignored herself so much that it can no longer receive love, not even from the spiritual side. It's like she eventually will cut herself off from the divine source because she will not permit to receive from other people. She thinks that she only needs and will be replenished from the divine, but because she always pushes back onto receiving from people, or she thinks it's not necessary, or that she can give without receiving anything. Perpetuating this type of thinking actually disconnects her from the divine too. She will get to a place where she will not recognize her own resources anymore. She will let them rot. She will not recognize the abundance she can have, the abundance that she is. She will not recognize that she has and she may have everything that she needs, and she can be happy and joyful, and she may just fall into a state of long depression and sorrow and sadness, a really deep sadness, because she feels that she will never receive the love that she has given, and that right now she is empty. She is a void that can no longer give, not to others, not to herself. And she starts rolling into this pattern of complaining to herself, complaining about what she has, complaining that it's not enough for everyone. Yes, complaining that it's not enough for everyone, because she would like to give some more. She would like to give and give and give and never stop and love everyone and nourish everyone and take care of as many people as she can. But at one moment, she cannot do this anymore. What I see here is that this person doesn't understand that she is part physical and part spiritual, that she doesn't see that there are physical needs here and also emotional needs, while you have this physical vessel and expression and experience, that here in this realm you actually need to receive and to let yourself be nourished and taken care of, that she cannot be always on the giving side because she's not in the spiritual realm anymore, where everything is abundant and everything is source, and she can give, and she doesn't feel the need to receive there, because everything is in a flux, in a constant flux. By giving you receive instantly and instantly, but here things do not work in the same way. So this aspect here needs to understand physicality and needs to get back to practicality and be with its feet on the ground and understand that, hey, there is a physical body to take care of. I really need to pay attention to my own needs. I really need to take care of my physical body, and I really can have my needs met, and I can have a joyful and beautiful life. I don't have to waste my emotions and my resources on people who cannot receive as much as I give them, or I cannot give as long as I do not feel full. So there is a conundrum here, because you need to open up to the spiritual side, but by grounding yourself to this physical realm and to your body. This is how you start healing here, because this aspect that is not in need of healing is a resource for you here, but it needs to flow. It needs to work in a way that is beneficial for you. And here it is not, because you have this innate spiritual, very high, elevated nature to offer up, because you get so full from the spiritual realm. But here, this aspect is not able to give as long as it doesn't receive. So here in this realm, and this aspect needs to learn how to control the give and the take, the give and the receiving actions. It actually needs to sever the act of giving and not give to everyone. And be careful on how to use the resources that it has. In order to heal this aspect, this is what needs to happen. This aspect needs to open up to receive love from other people and to understand that it deserves and it needs love from other people, and that this realm is not like in the spiritual realm. And here you do not need to give to everyone. Here you can give only to some people, because not everyone actually opens up to give back or opens up in a useful way for your own energy. And here you can waste your own energy really fast. And you need to take a pause to replenish and connect again. And this is actually the self-care that you need here, to rest, to replenish, because you have this amazing spiritual connection, but you're not using it in the physical realm. Let's see the other two cards, and we have resources to use and the challenge. So the challenge here is the Page of Cups. The challenge here is to open up in a stable way, to have a stable emotional state, to be with your feet on the ground, to get out of the spiritual world, not to leave it behind, but to learn how to walk on the ground by having an open heart, by not getting sad because your love is not received or is not used. Right now you do not have to stretch yourself. But I see that this is a challenge here. It is a challenge to be with your feet on the ground. It is a challenge for you because you may feel that you are leaving this world, this spiritual world behind, that you are getting disconnected. But you're actually not getting disconnected. We are always connected to our spiritual side, but here we have another type of experience. Here there is another type of experience where we can feel more restricted. So there is a fear here that you will not be connected with your spiritual side if you start managing how you give love, to whom you give love and care. And it feels like if you do not give in this unconditional way, then you are not spiritual enough, that you are disconnected, that you do not know how to access the divine realm, that you will lose yourself, that it's not you. But the thing is, you will start to be more connected with the divine realm by planting your feet into the ground. This is because your body will be much more stable and more able to withstand the spiritual and really high frequencies. And this will make also your mind a lot more stable. And this will help you manage to be replenished by joy from the spiritual realm, by love in such a beautiful way. Because here we also do not need so much all of the time, but we do need to satisfy our own desires and dreams. Also, for you it is a challenge to dream. in a happy way about yourself, about the world, about you being in the world. You may have a conflict about being here, like not accepting to be with your feet on the ground, like this being restrictive. And the skill here is managing your own energy with respect, having respect to your own bounds, to your own limits, and actually being in command of your own energy and expression. Being in command, like putting the right rules in place, putting the correct boundaries, and not giving for the sake of giving, because here is, in this realm, is where you learn how to give in a way of restriction, is how to give and when it is appropriate and useful and beneficial for you, and when it is not. I feel that you may also think you are a newbie here, or like you've just appeared from the spiritual realm, some of you, and that you are invited to learn how to live here, how to be connected with this realm, because only by being connected with this realm we will be able to bring our dreams here come true. And I also feel shy, like a really shy person, which feels to keep herself constrained in a way. But this is a mask. This is a mask of lack of love towards yourself. And this is actually very interesting here, because for you, this lack of love doesn't come from a trauma. At least not about this aspect that needs healing right now. This challenge comes because you are so connected with the spiritual realm and with a place you call home, in which everyone is so connected, and you can feel other people like yourself. And here in this realm, other people are not like yourself. We are different here, and we learn differences, and this is a challenge for you to learn to be different, to manage your own energy, to put boundaries between you and other people, because putting boundaries between you and other people may also feel painful, like you are separating yourself. You may judge yourself for doing this, but this is just this realm. It's not you. You do not need to judge yourself. What you need is to learn how to be here in maintaining your high elevated frequency. And this is a challenge for you. This is a challenge in setting boundaries, in learning to be your own command, and learning to have free will here and what that means for you. Learning to put rules in place and having an amazing potential and exploring that potential, and learning how to be in power on your own, to have your own power and not the power of a group. Yes, being separated from the group, from your home group, from your family, and this feels really, really odd and painful. And what you need to do in order to heal is to learn to be different, to accept this, to learn to put boundaries, and to learn to have power and command over yourself, and free will, and the power to command and create here. Now let's see the first step for you. And we have wind activation. So you need to start to move. And The easier way is to just move your body, dance, go outside, do something that will move the energy around you, and also activate your mind. This also reminds me about separation, or moving into a state of understanding of separation, that the wind will guide you, which is this powerful guiding force of the divine, and to let yourself be activated by weather events, by the sky events like a full moon or a new moon, to let yourself be activated by events in your life, by life itself. This will help you root yourself and also start taking care of you, who you are, and your experience. Let's see 3 practical steps to heal this. And we have burning bowl ritual, rest, and spend time with animals. Spend time with animals. We have rabbits here? No. Cats? No, we don't have. So, burning bowl ritual. This is a ritual in which you start to write on a piece of papers, for example, your fears, the patterns you wish to change and transform, what you wish to leave behind, and then you burn them. This burning bowl ritual will help you set your mind at ease and also start a process of purification of the way you think about yourself, and this need to set boundaries, because by doing this burning bowl ritual you may realize how much you've lost in terms of energy and experience, because you have chosen to behave in this type of pattern where you take everything on, where you are the giver, but you would not help yourself and open up to be a receiver. And you can burn all of these and all of the pain and the sorrow, and you will start to feel better. You will literally start to feel better if you do this with the right intention, with a really powerful intention and skill. And this skill is about the King of Wands here. We have the fire. And this is part of the skills you need to heal this, and the resources that you have. Because you have an amazing power, but this power needs to be in your command, under your use. Because right now you have been wasting your power, yourself, the state of being yourself, and losing yourself in this realm. So you may engage with this burning bowl ritual and start transforming away the fears and the patterns in your mind and whatever you think about this realm. Because you may have judgment about this realm, judgment about yourself not being okay here, or judgment about you leaving your home, or you living a home that you love and the people that you love, and you feel this void in your heart. But by doing this, you will start to clean all of these energies. Then we have rest. Rest is needed for you and for your body. By resting, you will connect with the spiritual realms and replenish. And you may also dream. Dream about how to engage with this world, how to be in this world, how to learn to be more practical with yourself and about your boundaries and your energy and your abundance, because you're such an abundant person. And you may need to rest for a long while, like for example sleep more for a few months. Just listen to your body when it needs to sleep and replenish, and stop thinking about how to manage your energy for a while, because for a while you will need to replenish, and then everything will start to move in another way, and you will find means and understanding about how to manage your energy. And then we have spend time with animals. This is important because when we spend time with animals, we learn about this realm in the purest form, because animals are themselves, and this owl here can only be an owl and can only act as an owl. So they are true and loyal, and by spending time with animals, you will start to root yourself and also learn more about this realm. Let animals show you the way. Let them be your guide. I am feeling here that you can also choose a totem, like a statue of an animal, and connect with that animal in your soul, in your spirit, and ask for guidance. You may be called to a certain type of animal. Just let yourself go and meet that animal and start a communication. You do not need to engage with animals necessarily in your proximity. You may also connect with them and explore the animal world in a spiritual way, but you are also asked here in a kind way to connect with animals in a material way, in a physical way, to touch them, to play with them, to have a companion if you can, or to play with someone else's companion. You will know how to do this because you will be called to those animals which will be beneficial for you. It will also help you understand how to give and how to receive, and animals will also replenish you with energy. But that depends on the animal. Be sure to choose an animal that will actually help you and replenish your energy, and not an animal who will be too much to handle, like it will require too much from you, because this will perpetuate your issues. So you need to look for a low maintenance animal, or just spend time with other people's animals, or just go into a forest and listen to birds and commune with the animals there. What you will obtain by healing this aspect is purification, rain. So we see the rain here, and truth. You will find the truth about yourself and about this realm, why you are here, where you come from, and you will purify your intentions and your energy, because right now your energy is heavy with unfulfilled desires, with unfulfilled love, with all sorts of judgment of self, and with illusions and lies about self and this realm and other people. So by doing this, by healing this aspect of yours, you will start to purify, and this is like deep purification. And the burning bowl ritual will also help you with this. And we see here that rain is helping these plants grow. So you will start using your own resources and grow your own dreams, and help them come here be productive, and actually engage with the results, appreciate your results, and use them further to grow. And these truths that you will find will be the truth of your own existence. The last message for you is action. So it is time to take action in your life about yourself and to have a vision for the future. Baby steps are still steps, and they are better than standing still. So take baby steps with this self-care and managing your emotions and your energy and how much you give to others. Just take it slowly, because you may actually hinder the connections that you have right now in your life. When you start changing the way you give love to others, they may be, they may not understand it. They may not understand why you're not giving them love in the manner in which they were used to. And they may also rebel. So take baby steps. You will know eventually how to express in your interactions with other people and this realm. So these are all of the messages for you. May you find this inner beauty to accept this realm of being and to accept and open yourself to this incredible experience. If you've enjoyed this reading, don't hesitate to comment and let me know about your experience and if you claim this pile. I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't done this already, to click the notifications bell so you can be notified as soon as I post something on this channel. I also invite you on the Telegram channel if you would like to be notified about everything I post, including articles on my website. Until the next reading, when I hope I will see you again. Bye! Hi dear ones, and if you chose pile 4 and this lepidolite stone, then this will be your reading, and it doesn't want to focus here. Beautiful sparkly stone. I really love this sparkly stone here. Okay, this is your reading. Before we start, let's conjure up some visions and see what I can envision for pile 4, connecting with the collective, with the group of pile 4. I see money on a table. Just coins, really beautiful gold coins. Someone is playing with this, and they are moving them around on the table. I feel that they are playing a game like gambling. Playing a game with this type of coins. They are arranging them in a sort of way on the table by some rules, the rules of this game. And they are trying to play in a way that it benefits them, that they will have the proper results and advantages. They're trying to get an advantage here, like convincing the other players in a sort of way that these coins are gonna help him or her gain some advantage. And the thing is, I don't see anyone else at the table. And this person is very absorbed by this game, but there's no one to play with. So they are actually restricting themselves into thinking that their actions actually have value, that what they're doing will bring them advantages, but they are keeping themselves hidden in a way, preparing themselves. Yes, they are preparing themselves. They are learning the rules of the game. They are learning how to use their money or their resources and how to invest in order to gain advantage in life or profit or something. And right now they are doing this alone. They are preparing to play with other players. Let's see if there are other things to see. And I see blades of grass, green grass growing, but only in some areas. And it's strange because I see a dark road in between some blades of grass growing. So the road ahead is unknown, and this is why this person is preparing how to handle the world, the game, is trying to be really prepared because he doesn't know how to walk on this road. It's unknown. But the blades of grass, the grass is growing on each side of this road. So this road is a road to riches, let's say, a road to some good advantages or position in life, a road that takes you somewhere where you feel comfortable and where you are very satisfied with your own life and resources. But this road right now is like a big unknown, like a big question mark. So this person is preparing. I will choose the cards on camera for this one, the tarot cards that we will use. And the aspects are, so for the first one, the first question, aspect in need of strong attention and self-care for pile 4. So we have 2 cards here. Okay, I will leave them. Then aspect not in need and ready to actually offer self-care. Ready to offer self-care for pile 4. This one. And resources and skills to use for self-care for pile 4. So resources and skills to use for self-care for pile 4. So these do not want to come out. Then the main challenge for pile 4 when it comes to self-care. Which is the main challenge for pile 4? Okay. Again 2. Okay. So this is the only pile where we've got so many cards here. The aspect in need of strong attention and self-care. And we have the 9 of Pentacles and 20. This discretion, but it's judgment. Here it's called discretion. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Then we have aspect not in need of care, aspect that can offer self-care, and we have the 6 of Pentacles here. Then these are the resources, and we have the 4 of Pentacles here. A lot of Pentacles in this pile. A lot of them. And the challenges, we have the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords. These are the challenges, the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So we have here a pile about material resources, and the aspect or domain in your life that needs self-care is your material life, your finances, or your home life, your family, your time, and your essential resources. Like I have mentioned in the vision, that person was preparing and learning the game of life, or how to use its own money and resources to prosper, to have more and be okay with it. And we have, I will only take the Nine of Pentacles for now, and the Six of Pentacles. And we see here the person which is in a small cage. And I find it hard to even look at this card. I find it hard, and I am about to cry, because this person is in a state of being stuck in their own preparation of being healthy and beautiful and prosperous, and it would not let itself be that way. It's always waiting for something, waiting for more resources, for more knowledge to apply, for a lot more money and time and all of those things to come. And this person doesn't actually see its own abundance or its own benefits, the blessings in their lives. I'm happy, but I am not happy at the same time. I will not be happy unless I feel completely in my own place, unless I feel complete and everyone else around me feels complete. I will learn and I will work until I find that which I seek, which is a way to be rich and prosperous, which is a way to be famous, or a way to be known, or a way to have a really good position in my society and be respected for my position. I wish to have the means to immediately do whatever I need and want in my life. And this is why I work for so many resources. I feel that I desire so much to accomplish, and there are a lot of things to do in my life which need money and resources, so I will always and work like forever. So this is like a workaholic issue here, a person who doesn't appreciate what it has right here and right now, and always desires to go further and further in its expansion, but without taking care of what it has right now. Because I feel that because this person doesn't have enough care and love for the actual resources, the money, the house, the benefits that it has now, because it doesn't love enough himself or herself, it struggles too much to create more, because it's caught in this lack of resources and time, and always driving and searching and running for more, always more. And it's caught in this cage of wanting always more and never having enough. And I feel that there is joy here, but there is joy of always having more. Like when I will get that, I will feel joy. And this person feels joy, but it's temporary. It doesn't last very long. And then it wants again something new and something new and something more. And maybe work more on the house again. Or maybe buy a new apartment or invest in this, in that, in the other. And it gets so much busy, the busy bee, and it forgets, this person forgets to just live life and be grateful about what it has, and just enjoy. And because of that enjoyment, this person will have more. But it doesn't think in this way. It doesn't believe that just by enjoying and being grateful, it will have more. It thinks it needs to struggle and work and again struggle and work and go for it and be the one who provides everything and does anything to manifest their own dreams and so much. And this person has enough. This is the shadow here. This is the unhealed aspect, because this aspect needs to see that it has enough, that it doesn't need to struggle so much, that it doesn't need to give its own life and joy and energy on purely material pleasures and comfort, that it doesn't need to work as hard and provide for everything and anything and experience all of the wants, because not everything that we want we actually need or we actually enjoy. We may just buy something and throw it out the next day. And this is wasting our energy and also our focus and makes our life too complicated. This aspect here is in need of self-care to understand that it is enough, that it doesn't have to struggle so much to appear something else, that it doesn't have to struggle so much to impress others or to impress himself or his own mother and family, that it will be accepted by what it is, by being a human being, that it will be appreciated and can be appreciated by what it is and not exactly only by what it provides, by its work. What I am hearing here is Arbeit macht frei. Maybe you know that. Work liberates. It's a type of thinking where you need to work so hard because only the work liberates you, or only the work will actually give you some joy and nothing else. Your purpose is to work and that's it. This is your purpose for your whole life. And when you're not able to work, then you're not valuable. So this is a lack of worth. This is a place inside of you which feels a lack of worth unless it works, unless it provides something to others. An aspect of you which feels that it's never enough, that it always needs to do something to be enough and collect resources. An aspect of you which is in lack, which feels that whatever amount of money it will have, it will not be enough for its own needs, that it always needs more and will not enjoy the life. So this is an aspect that will not enjoy life unless in very temporary, in a temporary way, like in short bursts of joy, and then work again, like a workhorse to just do things. And it's like someone has sold himself for the material life. It's that aspect that gets sold in order for money, like you're selling your soul to just have things. And here we have the aspect that can provide help for this one. And this aspect is the one in which you give yourself what you need, in which you recognize that you may not need as much. When you are prosperous by what you have and not by what you do not have and will get. When you realize that you can get things just by being yourself, and that you can receive presents, that you can be helped by other people, that you do not need to provide for everyone and everything, and you get your time back and your rest back, and you get to enjoy what you have and be grateful. This is a harmonious exchange here. And this is not a harmonious exchange. There is no exchange here. We remember right now, I remember the person in the vision which learned the game of life, or so he thought, because he was actually learning to sell themselves, on how to gain advantage and position and fame and all of that, in detrimental to his own desires, deep desires and satisfaction and soul dreams. And he was preparing himself for doing this, and preparing and preparing and preparing. So he was doing this like putting a target and going towards it, but never getting to the target. Always the target becoming higher and higher, needing new rules of the game getting more complicated and more complicated. This idea of the game is detrimental in this case, because this type of game gets you into like an adrenaline rush, to always get more and go into the more complicated levels of the game, to gain even more and even more, and you feel better and better, but you feel better just for a while, for a short while. And as the game gets more and more complicated, the joy is shorter and shorter. So this aspect here is caught in the pleasures of materiality and life itself. And this aspect here is the balance between the material and the spiritual side, the balance between what you do in the material side and how you satisfy your soul. Here your soul is in peace and is telling you that it is enough. You are enough. You don't need to do all of this stuff. You do not need to struggle as much and sell yourself. Remember that you do not need to solve the game of life, that you are not here to solve a game and to show your wits on how many complicated levels you have passed. You are not here to solve this game. I know that it is enthusiastic and it gives you a purpose, but your purpose is to listen to your soul and manifest and experience life in a joyful and harmonious way. And this is an extreme way of living. And here, this aspect, you have already this resource inside of you, which tells you that it's enough. I'm sure that you already have a voice in your head which will tell you, hey, You can go have some fun right now. Some fun which is away from this game, because you have become addicted in a sort of way to this game, solving, gaining more advantages. Yes, it is nice to have so many things, but they will just lose value because you will not be able to experience them. You being engaged in this game, you are focused on the game and you are not experiencing what you are bringing to you as results. For example, we can think of a man who is working so hard to buy a house. He buys this beautiful, amazing house. But he says, well, it's not enough. Now I need to do the other, and I need to expand the house and maybe buy a pool and maybe make a room to play into and so on. But for this, he needs to work his butt off day and night, and he cannot enjoy the house he has bought and his family in the house. The family misses him. The family cannot enjoy the house as well, because the family will see and will blame themselves because they can enjoy the house, but this man cannot. And they will feel at odds. They will actually start hating the house because they cannot share the house with this man who made it happen. And this is a conflictual and really deep, painful area. Because if you cannot enjoy what you bring to yourself, your manifestations, then they have no value. And this is why you keep going and searching for more, because you do not give value to what you have and to your experience, to your current experiences. And here we have judgment or discretion. And this aspect is an aspect connected with the Pentacles in this case, because you are like trapped in your own beautiful coffin, where you cannot fly, where you cannot see your achievements, where you are trapped in this golden coffin, and you just live there saying that later I will wake up and I will get out of this. Later I will have time to live and enjoy. Right now I need to work. But the time just gets lost, and the value gets lost as well. Now we have the resources and the skills in order to heal, and the challenge. And I'm gonna leave this here for now. The challenge is the King of Swords, and the Pentacles, the Four of the Pentacles, are the resources. We see here the man with the coins. We don't have a table, but he's just holding these coins in a really desperate way. And this one is looking at him and saying, what are you doing? What exactly do you want to do? Are you going to keep them in your arms for your whole life, or just use them in a proper way? I don't understand. You are wasting all of your time and energy, and you are not making a proper plan. You do not see things correctly. So the challenge here is to see things correctly, to be accountable for your own actions, to understand what is valuable, what is not valuable. And the challenge here is also restraint. To restrain yourself, to put limits to what you can work and do and see, to put limits to that game, to stop just going round and round to another level of the game, becoming addicted and not to just get some more coins, get some more coins, get some more coins. And this is a really big challenge because it is a wise aspect here that needs to come into play. You need a lot of wisdom to calculate, to actually see how you spend money, how you enjoy, how much time you do at work. How can you do this in a more efficient way so you do not have to waste time and struggle? And it requires a really intelligent and logical mind to see and cut through all of the bullshit here. Because right here, in this Nine of Pentacles, this bird here, she feels that it is working for freedom, but she's in this cage. So this Knight of Words, King of Words, Swords, is asking kindly but firmly to get over yourself, to see things the way you are, to understand that you are wrapping yourself in rosy waters and really beautiful flowers for nothing, and to understand that this is an illusion. This is not satisfaction. This is not real satisfaction. So the challenge here is to have a calculated mind and a logical and clear, to be rigid and clear, and to cut through all of the illusions that you are making, that this aspect is making here, and to put yourself some limits, and to actually hear other people, to go to an accountant, for example, to go to a financial counselor, to really go to someone who can have more skill to help you in managing your money and your life. This is the management, and you are being asked here to let go of this desire to play, to gain, to enjoy by gaining more, instead to just be more practical and enjoy what you have. And this is a challenge here, but because it will require from you to get back to the basics, to uncover things you may not like about yourself, to be really straight with yourself, to be truthful to yourself, to ask for help from others, others who can help you cut these dependency issues, to cut yourself, to to help yourself by becoming more competent into how you manage your resources, your money, your wealth, into how much you invest in things that are useful for you. Because you may not even understand what is useful and what is needed for you. You may not even understand how you lose the money. This is why you need to make a plan here and account your every action. Like, for example, take a notepad and write all of the things that you buy, or how you use your money, your time, and your resources, and how you use your gifts, how you think about yourself and this life, how you manage life in everyday life. What are you doing? Because you have resources here to be stable in your financial approach, in how you use your money and gifts. You have these resources and you have this skill available, and you need to learn it more and apply it a lot more and a lot more. And the Ten of Swords here tells me that this is an extreme challenge for you, because it's like shattering your dreams and shattering what you knew about doing, because you know how to do this, you know how to make more, but stopping, it's like you feel you are harming yourself. And all of this logic is too much. You feel like just going with the flow, investing in that, doing that, enjoying that, and just doing this, that it has not hurt you as much as other people would have thought, and this will be fine. This is not the issue here for you, that you will become, that you will be in lack or something like that. The thing is, you feel in lack right now, and this is why you have this behavior of going for more and looking to always make a business. But you do not yet have the skills to make a good business and good investments. So here, this is a challenge. This is a challenge that you're being asked to learn how to manage, or to hire a manager in your business if that is appropriate in your case, to really manage your resources and money and investments and so on. And this will help you also heal the lack inside of you, and heal this addictive behavior and the lack of self-worth, and all of those things that we've been talking about. Let's see the first step for you, and we have effortless. Yes, because I have been talking about complications, struggle, working too much, being a workaholic, or too embedded into material endeavors. And here the first step is to just take a step back, take a seat, relax, and let things move in an effortless way. You do not need to struggle as much to be satisfied. You do not need to work yourself so much to be satisfied. You do not need to do so many things, employ so many things, go into that game and play and play and play into the most complicated levels. Really, take it easy. Just be easy with yourself. Take life easier. Start moving with life. Because this is becoming an action against yourself. You're not enjoying life, although you may feel that you are doing that, because of the adrenaline of the game and the addiction. But this effortless effort is getting you back to yourself, to your core, not selling your soul anymore to the material life, getting disengaged from this prison, and realizing you have all of the resources right here and right now to be satisfied. And being grateful about what you have will also increase your self-esteem, and your enjoyment of life will be different, because you will start enjoying life with the other people, and you will not be like the one who becomes the provider and remains in that game for the wholeness of your life. Let's see some practical steps to take to heal. And we have clean your space, positive affirmations, and movement. Clean your space. This is really interesting. It is an interesting idea, because this person is actually attracted to work, and this is a type of work, but this is a type of relaxing work that you do for yourself. and it is something that you do and from which you will benefit immediately. So when you start cleaning your space, you also clean your mind and you settle your mind, and you do not have that adrenaline rush anymore. Of course, at first you may even reject the idea of doing this, and also thinking that this will not help you. But this is actually something that will settle down that desire for more, and this is a mundane type of task and job to help you with this. You will still do the work, but for now you will do a mundane work which will help you understand better your space, like your house. You will connect more with your home and with yourself in your home and with your family, because you can do this with your family and you will create bonds by doing this. And you will also create a connection in another way with the space in which you live, because you may not have that connection anymore. And this will also help you feel like you're doing something that is worthy for yourself and other people. And it will also calm down your mind and make it be clearer, so you can start engaging in planning, because this type of housework can help us plan our days, plan our finances, plan our resources and time, and so on. And planning for you, it is a challenge. Order for you, it is a challenge, and cleaning your space is bringing order. A certain type of order is a challenge, of course, not all kinds. But this type of order is a challenge. Ordering yourself, your actions, and all of those things, becoming a master of your own mind, and these desires, becoming a master of your own desires, starts with these simple types of work and tasks. And then we have positive affirmations, and this will help with the inner talk, and this will help you get out of the game again, and will help you with the lack of self-worth and the inner lack that always pushes you to look further. We have here, I love myself, I'm worthy, I'm grateful, I'm healthy and happy and brave and beautiful, and I choose love. This is a beautiful way to start speaking to yourself in with loving words, with loving, tender acceptance of you as being enough. You can add here, I am enough. All of the resources that I need are there when I need them. Because you will learn by doing this also that you need to trust that all of the resources that you will need will be there when you need them, and not to have more just to put them in a treasure box somewhere and keep them in your attic. And here we have movement, and here you are invited to move your body, to create this space in which you become free to move your body, and you are paying attention to your movement, to how your body moves, and how your body is satisfied by the movement, by dancing, for example, doing yoga, doing some sort of exercise, because this will bring you satisfaction in another way. We are trying to break from a dependency here, and these are coping mechanisms that will help you get out of the dependency state into a new state of loving yourself more, loving yourself enough for you to be enough for yourself and trust life. And do things more effortlessly and give yourself time to move and to like and enjoy life. Let's see what you will obtain. And we have discernment and dreamtime creation. You will obtain discernment because the King of Swords, this challenge that you will face to be calculated, to plan, to understand the difference between what you need and what you want, will help you learn discernment and understand what you need to do, how and when. And this will bring a new experience to you of how you see and perceive life and how you work, the way you work, the manner in which you employ your energy in everyday work. And also, this will expand your creation. This will expand your life experience because you will start to create new things. In your dream time, you will start to dream again in a new way and enjoy your dreams and really make them happen and live them. Live your dreams and resources and everything that you would like to bring forth here. Because also, you are not seeing that all of your dreams are here to be enjoyed, that you have managed to be so abundant and safe, that you have created so many things here, but you are not enjoying them, and your creations suffer and become obsolete in a way. And many of them are not useful in a way that you would think. They are not in your benefit, in your advantage, like we saw in the beginning, in the vision. Because you're looking to have that advantage, but you already have it, but you're not using it, and always looking for another advantage. And this is also because of fear of losing something, of being caught by surprise by life or by unexpected things and gathering resources for rainy days. This is also from that kind of fear it is related. Let's see the last message for you. And we have this card about love and many people here. Connections. And I think I have mentioned this in a way here when I was speaking about sharing your life with other people and your resources, your dreams, and that example about the man and the house. This is giving yourself love. Love people, love them with all of your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. Just be sure to love yourself first and love yourself enough to give yourself this prosperity, to acknowledge that you have all that you need and life is abundant for you. Life creates so many things for you to enjoy, and by you not enjoying them, you're telling life it's not enough, that it needs something else every time, something else. And life sometimes is just, I cannot satisfy this being. I don't know what to do anymore and how to do it. And everything becomes so chaotic, and you may actually attract things which are useless or not in your benefit just because you're not seeing the benefits in your life in the way they are there next to you. Such great abundance that you are not seeing or using properly. These are all of the messages for you. May you find this inner resource to be calculated and straight and truthful to yourself in order to see the reality of your abundance and to learn how to manage your resources, your time, your money, and all of the things in your life in a harmonious way, with an open mind, with a mature mind, which will know how to handle things and prepare, but in an harmonious way, by enjoying life and everything it has. If you enjoyed this reading, do not hesitate to comment and tell me about your experience and if you claim this pile. And I also invite you to subscribe if you haven't done this already, to click the notifications bell so you may be notified once I post a new reading or a new video. I also invite you on the Telegram channel, which you can find in the description box, and there you will also receive notifications about the articles I post on my website or any other things that I post. Until the next reading, where I hope I will see you again. Bye.